very much. Well, I can announce to the participants that are with us that the host has said we can stay online till about 4:30 if needed. So I'll keep an eye on the numbers until a point where it's worth continuing the discussion. Thank you, all four of you, for those inputs to the debate. We've seen the full range from robust defence of the Commission proposal to the Parliament saying they agreed to a large extent with the analysis of OpenExp. And in fact, I wanted to come back to Heike if she could answer whether she feels optimistic that for the building sector we're going to end up with a good result. And also, could she address in more detail that question of this being a non-legislative element, because it struck me if it could be tied in more to the governance regulation also being discussed at the moment, then maybe it could get more of a legislative character, more of a binding character, which is needed to move things forward. Heike.
Yes, so where we have really created the link, or where it's explicitly mentioned the Smart Finance for Smart Buildings initiative, is in the EPPD, which is probably also the most appropriate place. But of course, it's not an obligation for member states to use it. It's an option, and that's also what we have in the current text. So, but I think that's a way forward. What we have in several pieces of legislation, the market design, the EED, and also in the governance, is really this energy efficiency first principle. So we have in all these pieces of the legislation, we have it enshrined. And we have amendments that aim to strengthen this further. And for example, in the governance proposal, we have amendments saying that there should be energy efficiency first principle should be used to ensure that there's cost-effective investment of public resources. And I think this could also be used as a link to the initiative, and also to achieve really more energy efficient renovation. So. Yeah, there are small links, but maybe the best place to push it further is indeed the EPPD, and the governance is then more the broader framework that could help and push. But yeah, more on this ticket of energy efficiency first, where then the initiative is one of several instruments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Heike. And Sebastian, I was interested to listen with you because of your experience in trying to bring the Energiesprong to the French market. And I wondered, do you fully agree with Yamina on the need for industrialization of renovation practices? Is it something you think will be appropriate across many, many markets in the European Union?
My answer is yes, and what's the reason? I really think there's a space between, Kraftwerk and between Gucci. And what we have to deliver is, like, if we have a parallel with textile, we definitely have something like a Zara or H&M for housing and energy retrofit. That's the only way. If we have something which is less costly and efficient, then we are going to deliver the energy targets. There's a lot of buildings for which it's going to be a great solution. So, of course, there will be a heritage building and a remarkable building for which that won't be the solution. But I'm pretty sure that will be like for 40, 50, or 60% of the housing stock, that will be a solution. And we really have to change the way the value chain is organized. We see that the housing sectors and construction sectors, that's one of the less optimized and the less organized of different industries. There's productivity gap and potential, which is very high. I really recommend the reading of the McKinsey study and the topic that was published 6 months ago, which is very interesting, and I fully agree. So I really think there's an issue. So the thing is how to get it organized. We have to rethink the value chain. Industry doesn't mean that guys working now lose their job. It's a way different to organize the market, because industrialization will take a different stage for different components, and there will be a need anytime and any way for local workforce. We have to think through this organization, but definitely that's a way to go forward, and that will be really great for economic development of territories. So I'm very confident, and I see a lot of positive echo of that. Even that needs changing, so there's organization to change, but I really believe that that's really what we need.
Thank you, Sebastian, for those reflections. Yamina, I'm sure you're hoping to jump back in, but as you do,